Uy, alam mo ba?
Ayon sa research ko,
Did you know?
Updated ka ba dun sa...
FYI, ito ang kaalaman para sa kabataan. For Youth Info, the podcast.
This podcast is brought to us by the NATCO Youth Committee and the NATCO Children and Youth Team.
Hello kabataan and hello FYI listeners. Welcome back to another episode of the For Youth Info, the FYI podcast. We're already on our 17th episode, and if you don't know yet, this podcast is brought to you by the NATCO Children and Youth, the youth program of the National Confederation of Cooperatives that fosters development and leadership among young people. The program is managed by the NATCO Children and Youth team in collaboration with the NATCO Youth Committee.
Welcome to FYI Podcast Episode 17. Getting Through Life, Spilled Milk, Peeled Oranges, and Everything in Between. This is a podcast for life's mini struggles, major realizations, and all the feels in between. Here we talk about growth, adulthood, and lahat ng nangyayari sa life. Today's episode is close to our hearts because it speaks to both our strengths and our softness.
we are diving into two quotes that might sound simple pero sobrang deep if you can think about it. You can't cry over spilled milk. A reminder to accept what we can change and move forward with grace. I can peel my own orange, but I hope there's someone who loves peeling them for me. It speaks to independence, but also the desire to be loved, helped, and seen in the little things. So, if you're brushing your hair, doing your skincare, commuting, or just zoning out, this one's for you. Join us while you're getting ready as we discuss things that may come sa life.
Alright, so maayong adlaw again. FYI listeners, I am Kiana Grace and Camaso, Youth Representative to the Board from Visayas, from the Queen City of the South, Cebu City.
Good morning, Starshines. The Earth says hello. This is Darius John Antonio, your Luzon representative from Bicol, Gubat, Sorsogon.
Hey, Moana here, your Mindanao representative from the city of Golden Friendship, Cagayan de Oro City.
So let's start with this classic line. You can't cry over spilled milk. We all know it means tapos na, wala ka nang magagawa, but the real question is, how do we live that out? Totoo, kasi alam mong tapos na, minsan ang hirap pa rin hindi balikan. You replay the moment over and over again in your head. So let's go deep right away. What does you can't cry over spilled milk personally mean to you?
For me, it means na parang something is done na kasi. So you can't really spend the time or like the rest of your life dwelling on it constantly. So parang you just have to find kung ano yung silver lining, kung ano yung parang learning experience or mga parang learnings na mapupulot mo from that experience and then use that when you have to move on from it pa.
Actually, I have the same thoughts. The concept is like, it is said and done, and what you're gonna do is just continue. The thought of it might sound na wag mo na lang isipin. Pero it also means na pwede mo rin muna siya i-feel, then continue. And honestly, do you believe it's okay to feel bad even if something is already over or unchangeable?
Yes, I believe it's completely okay. Hindi naman natin pwede pilitin ang sarili na agad-agad maging okay eh. Part of being human is feeling sadness, frustration, or regret. Pero ang importante is not to stay there forever. We can honor our feelings, pero dapat alam natin na at some point, we need to release them and keep going. Kasi pag nasa stuck ka lang sa isang place, wala ka namang magagawa eh. Ikaw lang yung magsasuffer if you do that?
Of course, it's okay to feel bad even if something is already over. Because it just means that you're acknowledging your feelings. You're taking the time to actually feel your feelings and acknowledge them. Kasi parang it's not good naman if you don't acknowledge them. Kasi may tendency na later, magkakaroon ka pa ng outburst kasi sobrang overwhelmed ka na with the emotions that you've been keeping inside all this time. So how do you guys know when it's time to stop dwelling and just start moving forward already?
For me, you will never know or hindi ka mag-set ng mismong time or date kung kailan mo siya gustong i-stop. Parang mafe-feel mo na lang siya when you suddenly wake up na, okay, tama na. Tapos na tong feeling na to and time to move on. Then, it's another day to continue.
I agree with you kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na after 3 days, after 2 days, okay na ako. Dapat na ako mag-stop. Kasi I think you know it's time when you realize na paikot-ikot ka na lang sa parehong thought or memory and it's no longer giving you the new insight. Parang replay ka na lang ng replay kapag napansin mo na it's already draining your energy instead of helping you, then that's your signal to let go and focus on something that will make you grow. So now let's get real. Can you share a spilled milk moment in your life that turned into a lesson? So I'll start first, then follow na si Moana and Dij. Alright, so this moment in my life just happened last school year. So there was a time in school when I actually burst out in anger. I burst out in anger because of all the stress I was carrying, hindi lang about academics, pero pati na rin family-related problems. So dahil sa bigat ng emotion ko, I ended up causing chaos and misunderstanding between me and my friends. So looking back, I realized na holding in too much without expressing it in a healthy way will only hurt me and the people around me. That moment taught me the importance of managing my emotions and communicating properly kasi minsan hindi naman kasalanan nila, nadadamay lang sila kasi nga parang punong-puno na ako eh. How about you, Moana?
For me naman, parang there was this time, it didn't happen fairly recently, no? I think it was around when I was still in senior high. Basta there was something sa school that I really, really wanted to achieve. And parang it fell on, ang schedule nun is parang it was on the same day na may board meeting din kami sa OIC. So parang I had to choose kung ano yung ipaprioritize ko. So ang ginawa ko, since I really wanted it, is I asked to be excused sa board meeting. For long story short, parang di ko yun nakuha. Tapos parang umiyak talaga ako kasi parang hindi ko siya magets na parang I sacrificed so much to get there, blah, blah, blah. And tapos at the end, I wasn't able to achieve it. Ganun pa rin. But at the end of the day, I was able to realize parang a few months after that na rejection is only redirection because it gave way to much more openings in my life pa. How about you, Deej? Ano naman ang spilled milk moment in your life?
Actually, while you guys are telling your stories, related talaga siya sa school, kay Moana naman sa work. Pero akin kasi, very simple lang naman siya. And last year, as part of the student council, I have this very scheduled calendar na, okay, uuwi ako ngayon sa province ko, ganon. So, eto na nga, may event. Then sabi ko, okay, right after the event, mga 6 or 7 something-ish, feeling ko sa terminal, meron pang van. So sabi ko, okay, exit na lang kaya ako. And ready naman na yung things ko. So parang kukunin ko na lang siya. And by 7, yun, pupunta nga siya ng terminal. Ang kaso lang naman dun is wala nang sakayan, wala nang van. And may something sa akin na pag uwi ko ng hindi ako umuwi agad by that night dito sa hometown ko kasi nga wala nang sakayan, pero umuwi na lang ulit ako sa apartment ko doon sa pinag-aaralan ko sa Albay na province. And sabi ko, oh, grabe, ma-adjust na naman yung schedule, ma-adjust na naman kasi imbes na yung inalot kong time for like 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. na biyahe, and then pag uwi ko ng bahay, rest na para the next morning I'll continue my works like my readings, my homeworks, ganon. Wala na. Sabi ko, okay na. Di mo naman to move on na, be. The next morning, you can go early, you can go home early, and continue. So, yun lang naman. Pero, I love that. I love all your stories because it's very true and parang relatable man lang siya given us as student leaders and at the same time we're just hustling our academics and our orgs. So here's a follow-up. What helps you forgive yourself for mistakes that can't be undone? But I'll start muna ha. Kasi dun, yung ginawa ko na lang dun, sabi ko talaga, tinulog ko siya. And after kong itulog siya, sabi ko, okay, wala akong magagawa dahil di ako nakauwi. Then I reschedule everything. Yun, as simple as that, tinulog ko siya. So, how about you, Q? Ano yung ginawa mo para forgive mo yung sarili mo doon?
Para ma-forgive ko yung sarili ko. Right after na nangyari yun, I cried talaga. Ewan ko, pag umiyak ka kasi, parang nalalabas mo lahat ng emotions mo. Then, doon na lang ako nag-regret na ginawa ko siya. Kasi ginawa ko siya in front of everybody, in front of the class. So, medyo nandun yung hiya, yung regret mo na ginawa mo yun. Pero, what helps me is reminding myself that mistakes don't define who I am. They are simply part of the process. Lagi kong iniisip na kung hindi nangyari yung pagkakamali na yun, I wouldn't have learned certain lessons that I carry with me now. Self-forgiveness is about giving yourself permission to grow. How about you, Moana?
Correct. For me naman, ano talaga, what helped me forgive myself is talagang yung mindset na rejection is only redirection. Parang you
Oh,
have
here,
to,
here.
yes, parang you really have to realize or believe that the universe conspires in your favor. Ganun na lang talaga, no? But something that also really helps me is the knowledge na, mistakes are part of what makes us human. And yun nga, we can always learn from them, kagaya ng sinabi ni Q. Tsaka, yun nga, we won't be the people who we are now, no, if not for those mistakes. So we also have to, not in a way naman, thank those mistakes, but thank the people that we've become because of the mistakes that we've created and to allow ourselves to grow from those experiences. So ngayon naman, maiba tayo. Let's now go to something softer but equally deep. I can peel my own orange, but I hope there's someone who loves peeling them for me. Grabe, no? This one speaks to all the independent souls out there. Yung alam mo naman na kaya mo, pero gusto mo pa rin ng someone who chooses to care for you deliberately, intentionally. Yes, so let's talk about that. What does I can peel my own orange mean to you in terms of independence?
For me, it's simple but powerful. I can take care of myself. Independence doesn't mean you don't need anyone at all, but it means you're capable of handling your own responsibilities and decisions. It shows that you trust yourself to survive challenges even without relying too much on others. Kasi ganito, growing up, ganyan yung nafe-feel ko eh, na parang need ko talaga maging independent kasi I grew up, hindi naman masasabing alone, pero para na siyang alone kasi I grew up in my grandmother. My grandmother raised me and masasabi ko talagang independent ako. Pero syempre, naghahanap ka rin ng someone na magke-care sa'yo, na maghe-help sa'yo growing up.
Growing up, I'm the panganay. So, and I'm also the child na parang di mo na kailangan intindihin kasi kaya niya na sarili niya and everything. Most likely, nasabi na ni Q kasi yung meaning mismo ng I can feel my own orange. But hard on the part na, yes, independence doesn't mean na di mo na talaga kailangan ng people around you. But maybe the independence that we are pertaining to here is, you know, just doing things on your own, but at the same time, choosing the right support system behind you.
Now, here's something relatable. Is it hard for you to ask help even when you are overwhelmed? Kasi for me, it's super hard. I think most of us, asking for help feels like a failure even though it's not. Agree ba kayo dun? Or baka may thoughts kayo na iba?
For me naman, parang completely different perspective siya. Kasi I never thought of asking for help as something na hard for me to do. Kasi I grew up na talaga nag-a-ask lang ako ng help from other people, from my family, from my friends. But maybe that's also because my mother raised me in a very safe space na talagang I had room to grow, room to make mistakes, and room to ask for help when I made those mistakes. Ikaw naman, Deej, parang kanino ba ang perspective mo?
Same thoughts related kay Moana na all throughout my life, yes, I've been the independent child, pero hindi ako yung tipong mahihirapan na mag-ask ng help sa kanila. Pero maybe growing up, feel mo yun na back then, elementary to high school, and now shifting to college, sounds like everything is hard na mag-ask for help when everything is overwhelming. Siguro ko that yung aspect na yan, siguro ko sa family. Pero at the same time naman, when you grow up kasi nag-shift rin yung safe spaces mo. Somehow, minsan, nag-shift rin siya to your friends. Lalo na ngayong we're adulting, di ba? And somehow, may piling friends na masasabihan mo na go, tumayo ka lang ngaya dyan and kwentuhin mo lang ngaya. They'll just listen and sometimes they'll ask, ano bang gusto mo? Advice ba? Or gusto mo lang talaga makinig ako? Kaya sometimes, it is always very light na mag-ask ng help to people na what I said earlier, who supports you. So, do you think being strong and being vulnerable can coexist? Kasi on my end, yes, ilang beses ko 'di ba nabanggit sa'yo na independence doesn't mean you don't need people around you. In fact, vulnerability is our strength, because you open yourself to people to be seen fully, and somehow yung mga taong nakakita ng vulnerability mo and makita mo kung sino ang nagstay sa kanila, dun mo malalaman kung sino yung totoo. How about you, Q?
Yes, I agree with you. But sometimes, medyo risky din kasi na ipakita mo yung vulnerable side mo sa iba kasi they can use it against you eh. Lalo na pag hindi mo masyadong kilala yung mga person around you, they can use it against you. But in this question, I think being strong and being vulnerable can coexist. Strength is not about hiding what you feel. In fact, showing vulnerability takes a lot of strength. Kaya kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, kaya mo maging strong while being honest about your struggles. For me, that balance is what makes a person truly resilient. How about you, Moana?
For me naman, I agree with what you guys both said, no? Vulnerability truly is strength. But of course, true naman din yung sinabi ni Q na you have to be important kung kanino mo i-show yung vulnerable side mo kasi they might use that against you. But for me naman, parang I think na, yes, vulnerability and being strong can coexist because hindi naman kasi siya mutually exclusive. Parang they're allowed to coexist within the same person, within the same ideals. Kasi, yun nga, we're all humans, we are multifaceted, no? We all have different sides, and it depends na lang kung ano talaga yung issue-show natin sa select people who we trust. Ganon. So ngayon naman, let's make it more real. What small acts of love or support make you feel seen or cared for? Sige, I'll go first. A small act of love that really does make me feel seen or cared for is, kasi madali kasi akong ma-overwhelm. Like, super easy talaga for me to get overwhelmed, especially kapag marami ng tasks sa school or marami na akong ginagawa. So, something that I really appreciate when people do is when they know na busy ako, so they don't really, hindi naman sa bother, but they leave me alone. So parang they just let me have my alone time, and then they just tell me na, if ever that you need something, feel free to reach out. Just tell me how I can best support you during this time. How about you naman, Deej?
Actually, this is the same quality na nakita ko kay Q nung first meeting ay kay Moana rather, nung first meeting namin. 'Di ba naalala mo nun, Q, na nung sasakay tayo sa Grab tapos kami ni Moana diretso kami agad sa likuran. Kasi by that time na very dami na nangyayari sa meeting, may mga ginawa na tayo na et cetera, et cetera. Sabi namin ni Moana, cool tayo, nandito tayo sa likuran niya. Upo lang kami, tahimik kami naka-headphones. Yun yung mga times kasi na on my end, I feel so overwhelmed na, and somehow at my age and at the same time sa daming ginagawa, mabilis rin ako ma-overwhelm. And maybe the act of love na na for me, mapapansin ko na ay may ano to, may pagmamahal pa rin na ginagawa to, is the, just being there. And by the concept of just being there, alam na nila na okay, alam kong masyadong madami pa nangyayari sa isip mo, pero andito lang ako ha. Just in case ready ka na, then go, open up ka sa akin. And maybe way before that, yung mapansin nila yung mga little details about you, kung bakit nagbago yung mood mo, etc., etc. That's something, na somehow as simple as that, na someone, my friends, my family, just being there, it's always a big deal for me because they know na once na ready na ako, I'll go to them.
So, sa akin naman, I agree with both of you. Pero yung part na yung like gusto niyo mapag-isa ganun. Kasi hindi parang doon ako hindi medyo nag-a-agree. Valid naman na sinabi niyo yun. Valid yung lahat ng sagot niyo. Pero in my case, parang hindi ko kasi kaya na like yung ikaw lang mag-isa na like madali kasi ako napupuno if ever na kinikip ko lang sa sarili ko yung lahat ng mga na-overwhelm na mga bagay sa akin. And sa akin naman, yung act of love that makes me feel seen or cared for is when someone checks on me. Like yung kinakamusta ako. Oo. Anong tawag dun? Words of affirmation. Yes.
Affirmation.
Yeah. Words of affirmation at saka hindi naman medyo OA sa giving of gifts. Pero yung friends ko kasi parang yun yung naging act of love nila sa akin na or like yung support na binibigay nila sa akin is binibigyan nila ako ng mga favorite ko. Like dinadalhan nila ako ng ramen sa bahay pag alam nilang hindi ako okay. Or dinadalhan ako ng Chucky, ganun, ng mga sweets. Then sinasabi nilang, nandito lang kami para sa'yo, ganun. Yun yung mga bagay na para sa akin, alam ko talagang may nagke-care for me. And for the last one, so malapit na tayong matapos and ang ganda ng segment natin for today. So, how can we make space for both self-reliance and emotional connection in our lives?
For me naman, no, I think we can make space for both self-reliance and emotional connection in our lives by realizing na may sense of individuality naman tayo. I think that's very important, especially since we're so used no na talagang nag-i-interact tayo with our friends, our families, our respective communities. So I think it's very important na talagang may own sense tayo of individuality. We know who we are. Para naman, we're still able to rely on ourselves. We're still able to rely on the others in our community without losing that kind of emotional connection in our lives.
Back then, I have this so-called emotional codependency to some people na parang hindi ko siya i-overcome kasi ano na lang, if yung mood ko nakasalalay sa ibang tao, parang walang mangyayari sa akin, I'll rot, di ba? And
Correct.
yung parang coping mechanism ko doon, and dito ko na ito masasagot kasi I can make space for both self-reliance and emotional connection in our lives. First, you need to start with, recognizing yourself, which is that individuality na tinutukoy ni Moana. Mag-create ka ng hobbies na for yourself lang, and that's nice. And yung mga bagay na di mo kailangan ng connection, yung tamang approach so far na ginawa ko doon is create hobbies na gusto mong gawin lang mag-isa, and at the same time, pag may mga ginawa mo yun na mag-isa ka, may time kasi and may feeling kasi na i-crave mo yun na kasama naman ng ibang tao, like your friends, your family, right? As simple as the situation, every time na uwi ako, I always go for a cornetto, for a cornetto sa 7-Eleven. Pero somehow ngayon parang mas cute na nakasama ko yung kapatid ko. Like, 'di ba? Yung self-reliance and emotional connection parang nandun pa din.
Wow, ang gaganda naman ng mga sagot niyo. And I think that's all true. I think it's all about balance. We should strive to be independent and capable on our own, but at the same time, we should not close ourselves off to emotional connections. So, okay, so what are we taking with us today? So, for me, ang takeaways ko today is spilled milk happens and it's part of our life. But healing starts when we choose not to dwell on it too much. And being able to peel your own orange is powerful, but having someone who peels it for you, that's love. And it's okay to want it or to need it. So, to anyone listening, you are not weak for wanting support. You are not broken for making mistakes, and you're simply human.
For me naman, I think yung main na takeaway ko is nag-revolve around sa spilled milk talaga. Parang it's normal naman kasi that we make mistakes in our lives. Parang you learn how to walk, you learn how to run by falling down a lot of times as a kid, right?
Yes.
So, parang that's the only way kasi there's no guidebook, there's no handbook naman kasi to life na step one, blah, 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 step two, and there's no specific set of rules that you have to follow. So, parang you're just learning as you go. You're just finding your way as you go. And that's okay because this is all our first time naman on earth. And there's a sense of comfort that we have to find in that.
My key takeaway, tip na lang para sa magiging listeners natin kasi binigay na nga nila Q and ni Moana. From the quotation na you can cry over spilled milk, then find something else like a hobby or a solution right away. But do not forget that it is important na i-feel or i-validate natin yung emotions natin sa mga pagkakataon na yun. Kasi by the very end of the day, those mistakes were never mistakes to be there in the first place. They are learning experiences. Yun yung tawag natin sa kanila. Next naman, sa mismong quote na I can peel my own orange. Siguro ko, depende sa situation mo ngayon, listener. Kasi, malay mo, by this time, may face ka na very dependent ka pa sa, emotionally dependent ka pa sa people around you. And mag-shift yan. And that shift, marirealize mo na, I've been there. And somehow, itong pagiging independent ko and at the same time, kaya ko na maki-interact with others and I have found the ability to reconnect with them or connect with them as long na kaya ng social battery ko. Ganun. It's something. And somehow, di mo need na i-pressure yung sarili mo na hanapin na kung sino man yan kasi it's always everywhere. Ang trick lang dito is hanapin mo yung safe space na para sa'yo. So that's my takeaway, guys.
All right. So thank you so much. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the FYI podcast. We've learned that life will always have its spilled milk moments, things we can't change, mistakes we can't undo. But what matters most is how we choose to grow from them. We also discovered that independence doesn't mean shutting people out. Yes, we can peel our own oranges, but it's also beautiful to let others show love and care in the little things.
So as you move forward, remember, it's okay to feel, it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to want or seek for connection. Strengths and vulnerability can exist together, and that balance is what makes us human.
Thank you for joining us, this heart-to-heart conversation. We hope you take these lessons with you in your daily life. And don't forget, healing and growth are journeys we walk both alone and together.
So this has been episode 17 of the FYI podcast. Thank you as well to my fellow podcast hosts, Q and Deej.
And to our dear listeners, we'll see you next time here on For Youth Info Podcast. Kaalaman para sa kabataan. Thank you!